Testifying before the January 6 committee on Tuesday, state elections officials recounted how Donald Trump and his allies pressured them to overturn the results of the 2020 U.S. presidential election in the weeks leading up to the deadly attack on the Capitol. Trump continued his efforts even after members of his own party repeatedly told him that overturning the election results would violate state law and the U.S. Constitution, officials said. As a result of Trump's persistence, poll officials and campaign workers have faced violent, hateful, and sometimes racist threats from supporters of the former president. The hearing came days after the panel heard about Trump's pressure campaign against his Vice President Mike Pence to interfere with the congressional certification of the results. Today we're going to show that what happened to Mike Pence wasn't an isolated part of Donald Trump's plot to overthrow the election, said Benny Thompson, the committee's Democratic chair. In fact, pressuring public officials to break their oaths was a fundamental part of the playbook. Rusty Bowers, Republican Speaker of the Arizona House, was one of the witnesses at Tuesday's hearing. Less than an hour before the hearing began, Trump released a statement mocking Bowers as Reno, meaning Republican in name only, and alleging Bowers said the Arizona election was rigged. Testifying before the committee, Bowers admitted he spoke to Trump in the days after the election, but denied ever claiming his state's results were tainted by fraud. Anywhere, anyone, anytime that said I said the election was rigged, that wouldn't be true, Bowers said. Instead, Bowers repeatedly urged Trump and his attorneys to present valid evidence of widespread fraud in Arizona's results. According to Bowers, Rudy Giuliani, one of Trump's campaign attorneys, told him, "We have a lot of theories, we just don't have the evidence." Despite his failure to provide any evidence to back up his unsubstantiated claims, Trump relied heavily on Bowers to send a fake list of Republican voters to Congress as part of a larger attempt to overturn the election results. Bowers said he told Trump, "You are asking me to do something against my oath, and I will not break my oath." The committee presented additional evidence Tuesday that Republican members of Congress were involved in a plot to overturn the election. Bowers said he received a call from Republican Congressman Andy Biggs on the morning of January 6, asking him to dispossess the Arizona Electoral College. Bowers refused. The panel then shared an exchange of text on January 6 between Chris Hodgson, Pence's Director of Legislative Affairs, and an advisor to Senator Ron Johnson, a Wisconsin Republican. In the texts, Johnson's advisor said he needed to provide an alternate list of voters for Wisconsin and Michigan to Pence, who oversaw the congressional certification of Biden's victory. Just days before the January 6 Capitol attack, Trump asked Republican Raffensperger to find enough votes to reverse Joe Biden's win in Georgia. Adam Schiff, a member of the special committee leading questioning at Tuesday's hearing, said Trump's chief of staff contacted Raffensperger's office 18 times to arrange the call. Raffensperger refused to give in to Trump's demands, earning him the praise of many Americans, despite the former president's supporters attacking him as a traitor. In the weeks and months following the election, Raffensperger and his family members received severe threats that many people had sent disgusting sexualized text messages to his wife, he told the committee. Once someone broke into the house of Raffensperger's widowed daughter-in-law